or reason. This video must offend you. So, this video is for philosophers, those who have the mind to reason beyond religion, beyond culture, and beyond political affiliation, even beyond their emotion. So, as you're about to watch this video, I am begging you, put away your emotions aside, put off your cultural background or where you come from, put away your religion, and just wear your thinking cap, because I am going to cross the line and it's going to offend a lot of people. But at the end, who knows whether it will make sense to you. Now, I'm going to start by saying that the only sincere people I have seen in Nigeria are those who are agitating for Nigeria to divide or for us to change the system in Nigeria. I did some research and I discovered that a lot of people had agitated in the past before this era of Nnamdi, Kanu, Simon Ekpa, Sunday Igboho. Before then, a lot of people have agitated that Nigeria should separate or Nigeria should turn to regional government. I am going to come to talk about that deeply, why these people are more sincere than someone like Tinubu, someone like all these Nigerian politicians that we are having right now. Those who are agitating are sincere because they feel that this Nigeria is not good to go. And they voice out, they started agitating. But those who knows that Nigeria won't work any longer, but they just want to get to power so that they will take their own share before Nigeria will divide, they are the demons, they are the devil we have in this country. But before I will go deep into that, I want to let you know that there is a fraud that people have not exposed in Nigeria. And what could that be? The June 12th. I've been hearing about June 12th, June 12th, June 12th. It's all about democracy. They fought for democracy in Nigeria. And when I started doing research, started reading some articles right from that time, who are those who carried out that June 12th agitation, that June 12th struggle, I discovered that those people are the same people who are today the leaders of Nigeria. And I started asking myself some questions. What is different between fighting for democracy and fighting for power? And that is where I discovered that these people were fighting for power. They were not fighting for democracy. Because if they have defined democracy as we know that democracy is the government of the people, by the people and for the people, those who are pretending to have fought for democracy, they will not come out today and begin to campaign a nation and we tell you to snatch the bus, grab it and run away with it if people did not vote for them democratically. Those who fought for democracy will not supervise the killing of people because they are voting. Those who fought for democracy will not supervise the snatching of the ballot boxes. It is time for Nigerians to start thinking beyond what they presented to us. They presented June 12th as a day that they fought for democracy. I cancel that from my heart. I cancel that from my mind because it was a fraud. These people were fighting for power. The reality we have today is as the result of what we have been hearing. Because if these people were fighting for democracy, now it is their turn. These people who fought for democracy are the likes of Tinubu. They said they fought for democracy. The likes of Olusegun. So many of them today are still alive, and one way or the other, they are leading the country. Now, the question is, if those people that told you that they fought for democracy in 1993, that led to the June 12th, where Abiodun won an election and it was nullified, if they were not fighting for power, not democracy, Nigeria is supposed not to be the way Nigeria is today. Do you know what democracy is? Government of the people, by the people and for the people. Is the government for us? How does it look like government we have in Nigeria belongs to the people? Does it belong to the people that are being kidnapped, that are looking for ransom? Does the government belong to the people who are dying of cholera, of malnutrition in the northern part of the country? Does it belong to people who are being chased away from their ancestral land? No, absolutely no. If you people have not started thinking about the situation of Nigeria, meaning you people don't know what is coming ahead. For some people who claim that they fought for democracy when they were fighting for power, that is a greatest fraud that you should know. If these people have died, maybe they did not experience today, they never have access to power. Oh, we might say, oh, they died. Had it been those who fought for democracy, life today, they could have put things in order. Does Nigeria look like a country that is practicing democracy? Absolutely no. Nigeria has no atom of democracy. Nigeria has no, wave of democracy. What is going on in Port Harcourt today? If it is in democracy, it will not go on. That someone want to be autocratically leading River State in the person of the FCD minister, Nyesom Wike. And someone who said he fought for democracy is supervising everything that is going on because of 2027. They are snatching state. Look at what is going on in Kanu. It's all about 2027. They know that if Sanusi is the emir with the governor from the NNPP. Tinubu has lost Kanu. Tinubu will lost what is it called, Port Harcourt, without the influence of Wike, and that is definitely a strike to Tinubu, because Northerners are not voting for Tinubu comes 2027. This is the game they have calculated, and they want to bring undemocratic spirit spreading all over the country. And the same people will come to tell us that they fight for democracy. Maybe it is in their mother's house, it is in their house. But as far as I'm concerned, I am saying what I'm saying. So if you are arguing or doubting what I'm saying, kindly reach out to me. I'm going to schedule an interview on this platform. Let us talk about the fraud that is associated to June 12th. This is something Nigerians are not talking about. To make June 12th a democracy day is a fraud. To make June 12th a day that Nigeria got freedom is a fraud. Where is the freedom? The military regimes are far better than the democratic regime we have in Nigeria, and I have my proof, I have my evidence, right from the human resources, the human capital development, the infrastructure, everything that Nigeria have today. Look at the bridges, the mainland bridge, and so all of them were done during the military era. Look at what Babangida did. As bad as people portrayed him during his military regime, he did extremely well. But look at people who say they are Democrat today. Look at the Nigeria they handle to them. They form cabals, they spoil everything. So I am here telling you that June 12th is a fraud. They were fighting for power. For Tinubu to say that this is my term, that is not a democratic word. For Tinubu to say that if they did not allow us to win, we will grab it, we will snatch it, we will run away with it. If anybody want to stop you, stop the person. It's not a democratic word. So you can't convince me that such a person fought for democracy. It is not on earth. It's not in this life you will convince me that someone like a Tinubu fought for democracy. Now, let me take you back to what happened during Goodluck Jonathan regime. During Goodluck Jonathan, these same people who claimed that they fought for democracy in 1993 and June 12th, they started portraying that they were fighting for democracy. They started doing 1 million march against Jonathan. 3 million march against Jonathan. You want to remove fuel subsidy? The dollar is 100 and something. They were fighting Jonathan because Jonathan is not from their tribe. The likes of Woloshoyinka, the likes of Tinubu, all of them that protested majorly, they were from the same set of Nadeko people. They fought Jonathan out of power. And when Jonathan left power, Buhari came. When Buhari came in, Buhari was one of the worst presidents before Tinubu now. And nobody complained again. People who pretended to have fought democracy, they were mute, they were quiet, they didn't say anything. And the things that I have never witnessed in Nigeria happened under Buhari. And even Buhari made a statement that if he did not win an election, that they are going to soak the whole street with blood. Are these people the people that said they fought for democracy? Now, when it was a turn of Tinubu, Tinubu said that he is going to win by all means. They stop people from voting. They kill people. They stab people. He unleashed his boys. I have the video where he was saying, if they did not allow us to win in any polling unit, grab it, snatch it, and run away with it. And you are telling me that such a person fought for democracy? You people should mind what you people are trying to pass to next generation. But we are not going to allow it to happen. We won't allow such narrative, such story. That the person we have in Aso Rock today, that he is the one that fought for democracy, meaning democracy is evil. If this democracy is what he's fought for, meaning it is evil. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm trying to put the narrative straight that these people did not fight for democracy. They fought for power. There is a difference between power and democracy. These people are thirsty for power. They can do anything to get power. They can quash anybody who will prevent them not to get power. That is why someone like Nnamdi Kanu, they make sure they hold him. You know, that if there will be possibility to hold him perpetually, they will do that. You know why? They know that once this man is out, their influence will reduce. So many things will begin to go on. So they don't joke with power. So when they are singing about democracy, mind you, they don't mean democracy. They mean occupying power, not democracy. Now, let me come to the issue why I said that Nnamdi Kanu, Sunday Igboho, all these people are more sincere than Tinubu and his cohorts, all these Nigerian politicians, all of them. These people are more sincere in the sense that Nnamdi Kanu knew that Nigeria is no longer working. He started fighting against the state, the system that these people are supposed to separate. They're supposed to separate Nigeria. Let everyone find his own value system and use it to develop their people. That is the meaning of agitation you are seeing. Now, people who are politicians, because of this power they are holding, they started fighting against Nnamdi Kanu. Now, the question is, between Nnamdi Kanu and Tinubu, who have left Nigeria, who have seceded? The answer is that Tinubu have seceded. If Tinubu did not secede, Tinubu will not have doctor abroad, treat himself abroad, his bank account in abroad, his property in abroad, everything in abroad. If they have faith in Nigeria, why is it that Minister of Education cannot even train his children in public institution? He's the Minister of Education. Send your children to Nigerian school. He can't, because they know that the system is not working. So they left the system. They leave the poor. Let the poor die there. Let the poor suffer. Let the poor manage the system. That system is not for my children. That system is not for me. These people have left Nigeria. Imagine Yaya Bello embezzle Kogi State money. Instead of him to build good school so that his children will go there, he started paying into American school with the money he embezzled for the poor so that his children will go to private institutions, because he don't believe in Nigeria. They left Nigeria. But they don't have that integrity and guts to say, Nigeria is not working, let us stop it. Nigeria is working, let us divide this country. They won't say that because of what they are benefiting. That is the reason why I'm saying that the youth in Nigeria, we must be emancipated. See, this generation is not a generation where they can pass nonsense to you and take nonsense. I don't take nonsense if you take nonsense. This is not the time for them to pass anything that they thought that maybe these people will just have it. It takes an educated mind to entertain a thought without accepting it. I have entertained so many thoughts. They have passed to me because of loyalty, because I want to know more. I read them. But when you put it into hypothesis, you will discover that all these things that I'm telling you, they are fraud. They are fraud. Spend time reading. Spend time thinking. You will discover that this system, everything you are seeing, is a fraud. Ordinary commissioner of health cannot send his children to public, hospital. Government hospital, his children won't go because he believes that the health system is poor. I don't want my children to die. My children shouldn't go to public. And he is the commissioner of health, or she is the commissioner of health. Go and verify what I'm telling you. How many governors have their children in public institutions? What are you governing as a governor? If your children are not in public institutions, who are you building the schools for? If your children are not in the hospitals, who are you building the hospitals for? It is time for us to awake to a revolution. There must be a social and political revolution in Nigeria before things will change. Even those who are agitating, sometimes I pity them because they don't know that it takes a sound government for you to have agitation free, for you to have your freedom. Freedom is not easy. As far as we have bad government, these people will they will continue to type us. They will continue to type people who are agitating. They won't give you that freedom to do what you want to do. They won't give you that access. If you do otherwise, they will use gunpower against you. And that is why you are seeing a lot of people who are agitating today. They are fighting the government, killing the soldiers, doing all sorts of things because it is the presidents that the government has set before them. That is the greatest mistake that this government is making. You can't win an idea and you can't win the people. As far as the people of Nigeria are concerned, they know that the government is fraud. Time will come. If you are a commissioner, if you are a president, no matter whom you are, people will begin to pursue you, stone you. There will be a mob action. I am not saying it because I'm planning it. Read my lips. I'm not saying it because I want to do it. Of course I can. But that is what I'm saying when you read the writings on the wall. Because when you go to so many northern states now, you will see people dying of malnutrition. They can't go to farm again. Bandits are collecting taxes from them when they have no farm. Nothing is absolutely working in Nigeria. And you say there will not be a revolution. Time will come before 2027. You politicians should come back home and taste what I am seeing. I know that the stomach infrastructure is working. Where you will come and share little cake that you have looted, the money that belongs to the people, you just share it to the people. So many of them will just take the money and begin to praise you. It is because they are not aware of what you are doing against them. It is because these people are not aware. But you know what? We owe them duty to let them know their rights. We owe them duty to let them know what they're supposed to do. We owe them duty to let them know that you people are evil that are disturbing them. We owe them duty to know that you people are the reason why they are poor and wretched. We owe them duty for them to know their right as citizens, that they are not animals. Animals in other countries have human rights more than Nigerian citizens when they are not human. This is an irony. This is a tragedy that we must fight because I don't want to pass it to my next generation. I don't want to pass it to my children. Everybody must be proud to where you are coming from. Today, when you travel abroad, you will see so many countries doing meeting. The Ghana will be doing their meeting. The Senegal will be doing their meeting. Different countries will be doing their meeting. But when it comes to Nigeria, you don't have a Nigeria meeting. You have Yoruba meeting. You have Igbo meeting. You have Hausa meeting. You have Edo meeting. You have these people meeting. Ishekiri meeting. Ijo meeting. It is because we are not one. See, the earlier we realize this, the better for us. So, I believe that you understand the purpose of this video. That Tinubu and other politicians are fraud in the sense that they said they fought for, democracy. But in reality, they fought for power and not democracy. And people who are agitating like Nnamdi, Kanu and so others, they are far more righteous than these politicians who have left Nigeria without agitating.
Chai!
Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on whenever you are watching us from. It's another lecture of politics on the streets. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our videos, share, comment for more political discourse. Now, Mr. Oliver, I want to take you down in just about 3 minutes video. Now, what do you look at? Now, there's a YouTuber that said that likes of Bola Tinubu and co that fought for the 1993, for the June 12th struggle in 1992. They said majority of them did it just to take over power from the military and then just to enrich themselves. And that's it. This is not a reflection of the true democracy, sir.
Those with the rights, I support them. You cannot know a man's true intention until he has money and he has power. So you have been able to see, or you have been able to conclude now that the so-called fighting for democracy, the so-called the military, is only to the advantage of some certain few people. Now you can see, my brother, truth be told, apart from the freedom of speech, what have an average Nigerian enjoyed for democracy? Go and meet those elderly people. At least they'll be saying with elderly people here that they will tell you, are you Muitala? Are you Kini? They will be telling you with that it was a time of the military, because I didn't really know about that time, but it was at that time that they enjoyed, old people. Understand? So what I met on ground as a young person was democracy. But they keep on telling me that the military time was better than democracy. The time that was better than the military was really the time of regional system of government under regional system of government in Nigeria under Governor Olowo as the head of Yoruba people. All the time they keep on waxing lyrical about the military rule, and they're like, Baba, what have you said? They keep telling me that it's better than the people of military last minute. But now look at it. Now, because now we see let us be sincere ourselves. Do we look as if we are passing through democracy in Nigeria? Democracy is also for the people, by the people, and for the people. No, this one seems that only for the rich and by the rich.
Only by the rich and
for yes, now only them seem to be enjoying the democracy. Only the person seem to be enjoying democracy. What is the democracy to the average Nigerian people? Especially you see that local government is in comatose. The election, you know how they run the election, you know how local government chairman, how they are handicapped. And the people, they are the ones that are closer to the grassroots, the local government chairman. Exactly. Because it is the grassroots, not the federal government, not the state government, the local government that are closer to me and you have been bastardized. It's either you employ a critical committee or either you appoint them. Because you know how local government election are in Nigeria. They are in quote being employed or being appointed or being elected for. And I understand. And I see them only get account with the state government. So now they have no autonomy. You cannot go and ask the government of this place now and say, how we spend the money. Because you know that the money that enters his hand, it's not supposed to be no enter his hand. You only given by the state governors.
okay, sir. Now, last speak politically now. Do you believe that democracy can thrive in Nigeria?
Democracy cannot thrive where there's massive poverty and massive illiteracy. Cannot thrive. Because some people can say they vote for this 200, but can only have 2 more. That's the level of poverty in Nigeria.
That is the level of poverty in Nigeria. You've listened to our guest on the analysis of the democracy. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our videos, share, comment for more political